From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is 1011's Morning Pulse.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.
Good morning, this is Craig Allison with your Morning Pulse for Wednesday, August 21st. Our first story comes from last night, where police are investigating a shooting at an apartment complex near 33rd and Holdridge that left one person injured. Began at the Quick Shop around 7:30. Two people who worked there tell us they heard the yelling and then shooting. According to LPD, a man was shot in the leg. Thankfully, his injuries are not life-threatening. Officers are still looking for whoever pulled the trigger and the car they took off in. Your second story, a 36-year-old Justin Kokorosi from Gibbon is accused of breaking into homes and trying to steal cars. Started yesterday afternoon at Walmart when Kearney police got a call about a man hiding under vehicles in the parking lot. After not finding him initially, police got similar calls about the man trying to break into cars at two other homes before he was eventually taken down by a canine. Kokorosi is facing multiple charges. Your third story, more federal aid is coming Nebraska's way to help the state recover from the seemingly endless string of severe weather. President Biden approved a federal disaster declaration due to damage from storms between late May and early June. FEMA says relief funding is available to local governments and certain nonprofit organizations in 17 counties from around the state. Your fourth story, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln announced it will be closing its Office of Diversity and Inclusion. This comes after a nearly year-long battle of attempting to cut $12 million out of the school's budget. Created back in 2018, they focused on fostering an inclusive, equitable, and welcoming campus culture. The position of Vice Chancellor for Diversity and Inclusion will also be eliminated. And your fifth story, ending things on the lighter side, History Nebraska announced it's going back to its roots as far as its branding goes. Starting in September, the organization will return to its original name, the Nebraska State Historical Society. It was established in 1878 and became a state agency in 1883. The society operates the Nebraska History Museum in Lincoln, as well as historic sites across the state and more than 570 historical markers. That is your Morning Pulse, and thank you for joining us. Here's your 7-day to close things off.
You've been listening to 1011's Morning Pulse. Watch, listen, stream on the 1011 Now app, on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.